Hey, everybody, welcome to Mid America Dirt. I'm Skip, and I am super, super excited to be joined by Ariel Bloomquist. Ariel, how are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. We had some technical difficulties. It's not a new thing for me on this, and there are a few people out there that know. But anyways, I'm super excited to have you on here. We were talking before, like I came up, watching your dad and Warrior and all those guys race back in the day, and I'm just super excited to get you on here and get your take on things. Thanks for joining me.
Absolutely. I'm so happy I could.
Let me start with this. Like I know it's I don't want to ask like I don't want to ask how old you are. What kind of what where when did you get come around into this stuff?
I was born in '06, so I
Okay.
was around it from ever since I was born in '06 in March, and I grew up around it my whole entire life.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, see, I was watching your dad, man, late 80s, early 90s, somewhere back there. And back then, there was no racing papers or what we had.
Mhm.
So there's no social media, you saw these guys like my dad was an old timer. I mean, he saw who these guys were when they'd come to town, he'd come to root for them. And I mean, they rooted against your dad. It's just how it was because they were for their local guys. But we'll say this: any chance they got, they went to watch him. I promise you
Absolutely.
that. Yeah,
Everybody
and it
said
was
you either
good.
loved him or you hate him, but everyone was watching him.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. It was good for the sport. I mean, it really was. I mean, it got people riled up, got people to the track, and man, there were a bunch of people at the track back then, more so than now. Um, I know that for a fact. But so let me ask you this: were you around? Like, did you get around the shop and stuff a lot when you were young?
Absolutely. I grew up at the shop. The way it was laid out was it was like my house and then the shop was right behind it. And my grandparents lived up on the hill. So I was at the shop every single day. After I got out of school, anytime I was home from school, I was at the shop. That was just my home, basically. Other than my actual house that I slept at, I was at the shop more. And so growing up around it, I was always with my dad and I was always with the crew guys. So you form relationships and it was kind of like I was just everybody's little sister.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, do any of the like who all were you close to? Like, shop wise, are there people we know? Like, who was around the shop all the time back then?
It was Tommy Hicks. He was a big part in it. And Bruce from Bruceville, he was around a lot. And Tony Wiggins, he was there too. There was a bunch. I mean, it was a great crew. I mean, we just always had so much fun.
That does. It sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. Did you travel a lot? Did you go to the races a lot?
Absolutely, every single weekend. I was always
Really?
and yes, it was so much fun, and I always looked at it as a vacation because we were always going to different states, and after going to the same place every year, you start to make friends, so you look forward to going to these racetracks because you get see your old friends, and that's one thing that's a lot different about growing up around racing is I didn't live the normal kid life.
Yeah, I gotcha. Did you actually go to school, or did you like do online school, or how'd that work?
I actually went to school. I went to a private Christian school.
Okay.
Um, what I mean by, like, not living the normal Christian or not Christian, the normal, kid life, I didn't get to go have sleepovers, and I didn't get to go to the kids' birthday parties and, just hang out with my friends all the time around home from school because I was always going to see my friends out of state, and I got to go to these races and, I got to always watch my dad win.
Yeah. Sure was. Are there any of those let me ask you this question, since we talked about that. Are there any is there a win that stands out to you more than others?
The one that I talk about the most probably is or there's 2. In 2014, the World, when he got put in the back and he came back and won it. I think that's just awesome. And then another one is the Dream. In 2018, it was my first ever dream that I remember, and he won, and it was just amazing. I just loved it so much.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And probably the race that he won on 3 wheels, that was awesome too.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, so when you were talking about friends, so do you think you had better friends from racing, or were you closer with your friends from racing or school, or did was there a difference?
We made some really great friends in racing. I mean, we still see them today. They come visit us all the time, and we'll go visit them, and it's just like those are the people that I grew up with. Um, in school, I got closer to my friends as I was getting older, but when I was younger, I didn't have those really tight relationships with s school kids. But everyone was my friend still, but it wasn't like I got to hang out with them all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. I mean, I've made some great friends doing this at the racetrack.
Absolutely.
That I mean, they'll be, friends for life. So, it is super cool. It really is. So, I know we talked about this on the phone, and maybe I can get a little bit of breaking news here, maybe a little bit. So I'll ask you this again. So why did you not get into racing yourself?
My dad always said he never wanted me to work as hard as he has his whole life, and I understand that because watching him work as much as he did was incredible. I mean, it was every single day, every single hour of the day. It didn't matter if he was at the track, of course, he was working at the track, but then the Sunday we got home, there'd be a little bit of rest, but there'd still be working. It was just constant, and you could tell that he had such a huge passion for it, and I think he just didn't want me to have to work that hard for the rest of my life like he did.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Do you think you might ever try it?
I have the itch for it. I mean, I talk about it all the time. I
So
would
you
really
might
like to. I wanna try it just once at least.
I gotcha. I gotcha. So you got I know your dad had to be competitive. I mean, he just had to be to do what he did. Do you feel like you've got that competitive drive? Like,
Oh, absolutely. I played sports all throughout middle school and high school, um, and I still play sports being in college, and it's just, like, constant competitiveness. Sometimes I apologize to some of my teammates 'cause I'm like, "If I'm mean, I don't mean to be, it's just in the moment." And I think and I think my dad could see that too because no matter how hard he worked in racing, he always came to support me. No matter if it was volleyball, basketball, tennis, anything, he always came and supported me. And he loved to watch me do what I loved because in high school, it was volleyball. That's what I loved to do.
really? Cool. Do you still play volleyball?
Sometimes just for like fun or some rec leagues, I'll play.
I gotcha.
But I still enjoy it.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Uh, so coming up, like, is there something maybe you could tell us behind the scenes or something like that that maybe people wouldn't know? Maybe something, some folks wouldn't know about the behind the scenes stuff.
Every time that we got back home from a race, everybody's washing all their stuff. I don't know if other people did this, but my dad was very adamant about after he washed his car, he would get under it and check everything and make sure there was no cracks in the chassis or nothing that would affect the car for the next race before he started to work on other stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sure everybody knows this. He's such a big tire guy. Um, he's always been that way, so he constantly was always working on tires.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you wrench on them at all?
He actually taught me how to work on tires. He taught me how to groove them, and, um, another thing that we did, uh, I went out to the shop one day. I was just going to hang out with him. I was older, and he was working on the engine in his car, and he's like, "Hey, Ariel, why don't you come over here for a second?" I'm like, "Okay." And he shows me how to take the engine out of the car, how to unhook everything, how to do all of the stuff that you're supposed to do. Well, he takes the engine out of the car, he puts it back in the car, he says, "Now do it all yourself." after he showed me. I mean, he still helped me do it, but he had me do it, and I was there for probably 6.5 hours. We were working on that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's super
Um,
cool.
Another story I could tell you is another time I went over to the shop. He was working on the tires that were on the car, trying to do the weight measuring and see what the difference of the weight in the right front and the left front and stuff like that was. And he had me help him with that, and that was really cool. I don't, it was like he was a scientist at it. I mean, he was.
I've heard.
And it just was amazing how he could tell how that half a pound weight difference changed the whole thing on the car. And he would explain it to me, and I'm like, that's amazing that you can just look at that and be like, I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. I think the really good ones are like that. I really do. I mean, I think let me so he probably was he 100% racing all the time? Like, do you think it was always in his mind?
Always. Racing was everything that was on his mind. But he had his fun side too. I mean, not just racing. Um, we did a lot of fun stuff together, especially traveling to the different tracks. I remember when I was younger, anytime we would go to Florida, we would go to Orlando and Universal, and we would get to stay at all these cool hotels. One I remember very vividly is there was like a boat inside of the hotel, and it was like tables were set up on it, and it was a restaurant. I just thought it was so cool. And then another place I really loved was the Wisconsin Dells in Wisconsin. It was like a water park and a theme park. And then another time he raced in Pittsburgh, so we went and watched a Pirates game, and we
Nice.
got to do all that with our racing family and then our other friends that I mean, everybody in racing's your family. That's just who they become.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super cool. So what is your favorite track to go to? What's your favorite
Oh,
track?
I don't that's a hard question. I
Yeah.
really love Eldora. I think the atmosphere is just so much fun, and I think the racing is so competitive. Um, I also like going to the Dome. I think it's a very entertaining race to see.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just think I honestly like a lot of 'em. Knoxville, Iowa was fun too.
Yeah.
There's
I've
just
been there. I like it.
I do too. And there's just so many, it's hard to pick a favorite.
What would you consider so I know you're from East Tennessee over there. What would you consider home track?
But
Like, if you started racing
we
today,
had
what
a
would be
couple.
home track for you?
We have well, probably the closest to the shop was either Tazewell or Volunteer Speedway. So those were the home tracks, but we also have Smoky Mountain, which is just about an hour down the road. So those were our main home tracks that we were around.
Yeah, I was talking to Hayden about that last night. He's from over there, and, man, you guys that is racing country over there. It really is. Late model racing country, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
it's
let me ask
awesome.
you this question. Did you ever see your dad get into anything besides a late model or a
He
mod or anything?
he did race a mod. I didn't see him race a NASCAR truck. It was on dirt, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't see that. But I do know he did
Yeah,
do that.
I gotcha. Yeah. So there never was, like, a street stock hanging around or anything? He's all
No,
late model.
no, just all late models.
I wonder about that sometimes if these guys just ever get the itch to jump in like a street stock and just go out there and get after it. But they're probably so used to that speed that it'd be like, you know, driving a lawnmower.
Yes.
So
My
okay,
dad
so
did
now
have a lot of adrenaline. He had a
yeah,
big adrenaline rush, and I
yeah,
definitely got that from him too.
yeah. I got you. I got you. So I've seen your TikToks, with the merch and stuff. So you're still involved with how are you like what's your involvement like with the merch and everything still? Are you running that or is that your deal now?
I don't personally do it. Gerald with Got a Race, he does the merch, but I'm a part of it. Like, I help him with the stuff that's gonna come out. He always gives me ideas or, like, shows me what he's about to do, or I give him ideas. But, I think a lot of people think that I'm not a part of it, and I am. And Gerald's a great guy. He has done so much for my family, and we appreciate everything that he's done. And so he runs the Bloomquist website, and so that's where you can find everything. It's on gottarace.com.
Okay. So, but you get out to the track every once in a while, right? Because I mean, I've seen your TikToks with the t-shirts and stuff.
Absolutely. I go to anytime there's a big race at home around Smoky Mountain or Volunteer Tazewell, I always go to those. And then um, we go to Eldora for the Dream and the World, and then we go to St. Louis for the Dome.
Gotcha. Okay. Now,
I
is that
still
the only race?
enjoy.
Is that
Sorry.
the only racing you go to, or do you just go like hang out and watch racing every once in a while?
Those are my main ones I go to. Sometimes I'll go to some other ones depending on if I have anything going on. But
Gotcha.
or if we have some friends that are going, sometimes we'll go to that. I like to still go to the races because I want to still represent my dad. Like, I feel like if I can be there, I still help represent everything that he has accomplished.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, 100%. Um, so as far as like where people can get merch, where do they go? Is there a website?
Yes, it's gottarace.com.
Gottarace.com. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Another question I wanted to ask you too is like all the raps. So we saw the raps come out, people rapping stuff. And we know how many people like love your dad and he was their idol and stuff. Has that kind of calmed down with, everybody doing that?
Yeah, I think it was just like a couple, like, so long type thing. It just happened for a little while. Some people still do it occasionally for the memorial race because Volunteer has a Scott Blomquist memorial race in September. So some people will do that.
I gotcha. I gotcha. I didn't know if that I don't know, is it trademarked? It's like
It
a
is, yes.
okay, that's what I
Yeah, we have a lot of things trademarked of his to keep from
sure.
other people printing stuff and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yeah. I mean, you always got to watch out for scammers and stuff like that. I mean, in anything, for sure. Um, so again, I'm gonna touch on this one more time, just a little bit. So maybe you're thinking about hopping in a car and
Yes,
trying
I
it,
would
right?
love to. I talked to my mom about it, and she's like, "Well, you need to finish college first, and then we can start looking at that."
Gotcha. Where are you going to school at?
I go to East Tennessee State University.
Okay. All right. All right. I got you. I got you. Okay. So people can go to gottarace.com. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay. That's for the merch. And then hopefully maybe one of these days pretty soon we'll see you on the track.
I hope so, and then I'll have my own merch, and people can go buy that one.
Heck yeah. Okay. You let me know. I'll help you push it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do a part two. When you do that, let's do a
Yes,
part two because I definitely want to hear about that.
part 2 in a couple of years.
It may take me that long. I'm slow. I'm old. Hey, it was super good talking to you and good to meet you. I know we didn't meet face to face, but good to meet you on here. And I really appreciate you coming on here and talking to me for a little bit. It was super fun.
Absolutely, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. All right. And good luck. And I'll link all that stuff in the description so people can find it and get out there and get some Bloomquist merch. And thank you very much, man.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. See ya.
See ya.